Hi friends, I would like to greet you and congratulate you because you are the pioneers that are helping ground 5D on planet Earth. Really friends, how do we really ground 5D on planet Earth? Can it happen without the balance and union of the masculine and the feminine within each individual? Of course not. You see, all the corrupted systems in this world are running on the basis of the separation of the masculine and the feminine and on the suppression of the sacred feminine energy. The twin flame path is about the empowerment of the feminine energy. It's not about the grounding of the distorted feminine energy functioning out of the polarized. That has been done, everybody can sell their soul and ground. There's nothing new. You just have to suppress your throat chakra, you just have to suppress your heart chakra, you just have to suppress all those sacred feminine aspects within yourself and become whatever and ground. That has been done. It's an old story. But what the twin flames are actually doing, what the star seeds are actually doing, what the ascension pioneers are actually doing is grounding the sacred feminine energy, the divine feminine energy, the Mary, the Sophia, these beings who ascended, the mother of Christ ascended, and that should tell you the importance of the mother. Mother Mary, who is the mother of Christ, ascended, with the body, physical ascension, and then her son ascended. We don't have much information about Mary Magdalene, the twin flame of Jesus Christ, okay? And a lot of information has been distorted because in order to maintain the power structure, the feminine had to be suppressed, you see. And recently, certain narratives have been playing out in my life where people have been observing the power of the sacred feminine, and that can trigger, and that what has been happening because we have not been giving the right teachings. We have not been surrounded with the right teachings because truth has been a rarity. We have heard stories, we have heard this and that, but when it actually comes and stands in front of you, it brings out all opposing belief systems for integration, for wholeness. And wholeness comes through the balance of masculine and feminine, not through the suppression of the feminine energy. So yeah, this is the basis of all corrupt systems in this system, in this matrix. That is the basis. And if you talk about the metaphysics, I was discussing with a friend of mine, there are so many seals that are placed in the consciousness of the Mother Earth, of Gaia. There are many types of seals that need to be removed. What are seals? Seals are certain types of programs that are inserted at the collective consciousness level to control the human population to behave in a particular way. These seals are not inserted at the physical level. It's not like a chip in your leg or something. It's these seals existing on 4-dimension level, then 7-dimension level, 9-dimensional level, okay, of the planetary consciousness, and also into the human body. So if it's connected, okay, so if you work on your chakras and you do the seal removal, you're also contributing to removing the seals that are in the consciousness of the Mother Earth. Okay, what are these seals? These are control programs to make the masculine energy work in a distorted way, to make the feminine energy work in a codependent way. And this is the dynamic that goes on in between twin flames, because the divine masculine will never ever encourage the codependency from the divine feminine, because both have agreed that we are going to work on shifting the templates to empower the feminine. Both have agreed. So how he can make you codependent? He will not show up, because he expects you to show up for yourself and clear out all those codependency templates. And guess what, guys? This twin flame journey is one hell of a ride because you end up doing things that you could have never thought about. And I have done things that I could have never imagined in my sane consciousness that I could even approach or let alone accomplish. But it's a happening, it's not a doing, it just happens. It's like when someone is holding a knife on your throat, you could come up in your Superman avatar, uh, to get out of that situation. We have heard of so many such kinds of situations, where there were air hostesses who saved the passengers, etc., etc. Okay, so human consciousness has been controlled and suppressed via the suppression of the feminine energy. And that has been the issue of the twin flames, because the divine masculine is struggling with grounding the feminine within himself, and divine feminine is struggling with again grounding the feminine within herself. Both people are struggling with grounding of the feminine energy, and that is because not only there are seals at the personal level, there's work to be done at the collective level. You understand? you know and that is why we work with the light body, that is why we work with the Merkabic field, because without a Merkabic field this is not a mission that's possible. It's only the Merkabic field that can clear out those seals and uh, shift the collective consciousness in the ways that needs to be shifted. We cannot do it without activating the light body, because we're talking about the collective consciousness here. We're talking about 9-dimensional, 10-dimensional, 11-dimensional seals on the consciousness of the planet, mind controlling the people. Okay, so if we talk about an enlightened civilization, it is a big process taking decades, where starseeds, ascension pioneers, twin flames come in and do so much work on the collective consciousness on the energetic level. See, spirituality is not just about organizing workshops, online workshops and meets and some expos and this and that. That is grounding. I totally value that, because people get to meet that way and people get to plan and organize. But there is a hell lot of work to be done on the energetic level. We cannot bypass that. And most of the work starts from the crown chakra level, because that is the singularity level. That part is very important, where you achieve the singularity within and then you activate the light body. So friends, what we are talking about here is the grounding and the security of the feminine energy. If we observe in society today, feminine energy is not secure. You look at different religions, you look at different countries, you look at different social sections, you look anywhere, is the feminine energy is not secure, because the masculine energy is thriving off of the insecurity of the feminine energy. You know what I mean? The masculine energy is supposed to harness their own inner feminine energy. That's a healthy state. But when the masculine energy is not able to do that, what they do is they make the feminine energy codependent on them at a certain level through the karmic process, and they're actually living off of the feminine energy externally. So the twin flames came to reverse this process. What I mean to say is, you cannot have this type of getting of the masculine energy codependently externally, or getting of the feminine energy codependently externally. You know what I mean? Where these aspects are suppressed within you and you're trying to get it externally. That doesn't work. Even with the divine feminines, the masculine is suppressed, you cannot get it on the outside. You have to first clear up the karmic blockages, activate those masculine codes, whether it is Sun, Mars, Mercury, Saturn, whatever divine masculine soul parts are lacking inside you. You have to clear up the karma related to that, activate those soul codes. Once those soul codes are activated in your chakra system, in your light body, you will find that kind of support externally. Now that is not codependency, that is a healthy dependency, okay, a healthy interaction. This process is not about isolation. This process is about working in union but not in codependent way, because codependency is creating the energy drain. And again, I'm taking you back to the movie Celestine Prophecy, where there is this lady who goes to Peru on archaeological research project, and she meets a boy, like a man that she likes, but she's not able to have a relationship with him, neither open up to him her feelings, because she doesn't want to be in relationship with any person who has those patterns of draining energy with the feminine, because she is the sacred feminine, so she cannot allow that. You understand? Okay. So, this whole journey is about grounding the divine masculine and grounding the divine feminine, and that really happens within the divine feminine first, and your twin just mirrors it. You have to remember, divine feminines, that you are not just a divine feminine, you are one being, you are both. And when your inner masculine heals, your outer masculine will mirror that to you. People find it hard to get this concept in the twin flame community, especially the divine feminines, that you are one being. And what you see as the divine masculine is only and only a reflection, a mirroring of your own inner masculine. You understand that? Okay. So the condition of your inner masculine is being mirrored by the physical self, the physical body of your divine masculine. And yet at the same time, it is also true that he has also taken a certain amount of karma relative to the feminine energy, which he is clearing by being with his karmics and whatever other feminines that are in his life. That is his process. And even he needs to understand that again they are one being. And the divine feminine is actually within himself, and he doesn't need to be codependent on his karmics for that. And the day he realizes that, he takes the decision to let go of his karmics and be willing to heal his inner feminine and ground his inner feminine and open up to his inner feminine and accept his inner feminine. It is a process. It is a process. It's a process where people have to spend a lot of time, a lot of research, go through different physical symptoms, go through relationship changes, meet different types of people, change places, change professions. There can be life and death situations also sometimes. There can be health issues, there can be major relationship issues, there can be financial issues. For what? We are changing the templates of the polarized masculine energy that is not able to love the feminine energy. We're changing those templates. So friends, this is the video that I had to share with you, the information that just came in through. It's about the grounding of the sacred feminine and the security of the sacred feminine, because this is the only way we can change the systems. If you talk about protecting nature, prakriti, if you talk about whatever other systems are here going on, if you talk about renewable energy resources, solar power, wind, water, you have this free energy concept also circulating nowadays. Whatever, it is all working from a place of the union and balance with the sacred feminine. But in most cases, we see there is no understanding of the sacred feminine, let alone the union with the sacred feminine. It is a process, it's a long process. Because for the union to take place with the sacred feminine, the karmic clearing has to happen. First within the individuals, second on the collective consciousness level. And another thing that I would like to add before I close today's sharing is that at the moment the collective masculine energy is awakening, and that is the reason we hear of natural calamities, okay, like maybe cyclones, maybe fires, earthquakes, all these things are happening. All these things are happening. Why? Because when the collective, not one person, when the collective masculine energy awakens, okay, it changes the grids, it shifts the grids, it creates a little bit of what can you say, turmoil in the energetic settings of the planet. And that's how we have all these weather changes and all these natural calamities and all of that, because the sacred feminine is awakening on a collective level, awakening in union with the divine masculine. When the sacred feminine awakens on the collective level, it naturally means that the collective masculine is awakening. Okay, so remember that the starseeds and the ascension pioneers have a lot of support from the consciousness of the planet itself because she is Mother Earth, she is Gaia. And a lot of people are also talking about Father Sky. Okay, that was a new concept for me, but I think I also connect in with the Father Sky concept. It cannot exist in separation anyway, that. So Mother Earth and Father Sky are integrated. Okay, it's again one consciousness, just like the twin flames. So we have support from these consciousnesses because we are working on healing the grids of the Mother Earth. We are working on ascending the collective consciousnesses. So look around yourself and observe. There will be some situations going on somewhere where the collective masculine is awakening, especially if you are somebody who is an awakened being, especially if you're somebody who is on the ascension path, on the kundalini, on understanding the subtle energy systems. So if you're a healer, there should be something happening in your reality to let you know that the collective masculine is awakening. Okay, and it's high time that we work towards healing and restoring the systems, the way things have been on our planet, because it is not fun. It is not fun to live by suppressing your heart and soul, because you're constantly seeking a state of pleasure to avoid the internal pain. You get in pain, you get into addictions, you get into different psychological unhealthy patterns. Okay, because you cannot suppress one aspect of God and be happy or be healthy. Okay, so this is all what I had to share with you today, friends. The whole process is about the grounding and the security of the feminine energy. And first, I'll tell you, the twin flames and the divine feminine has to achieve this. Then the collective will learn how to achieve this. And the grounding of the Sophia or the sacred feminine only happens after the light body is activated. Mark my words, that. Remember that. Okay, that was the channeling I received yesterday, and I'm sharing it with you, openly sharing it with you, generously sharing it with you. And feel free to donate in return. And last time, the last video that I made, I did receive a few donations, but again there were few. Okay, there were a few people who showed up, who donated, who helped me out, but it wasn't much. Okay, I expected a lot of people to show up. Okay, generally if you all are not donating, I can understand, but otherwise in such situations, but it shows that sacred feminine is really blocked in the human consciousness. The heart chakras, the third eye chakras, to make the right judgment whether this is somewhere I should support or not. These aspects are completely blocked. The blockages in the feminine energy show when this type of situations arise and you're not willing to support a divine feminine who has been doing her best. And on top of that, some people who are operating out of the polarized masculine energy invested in the suppression of the feminine, these people were spreading narratives against me that I have not been balancing my masculine energy. That is because twin flames do not ground their masculine energy until and unless the crown chakra is balanced. And even when I explain to these people that this is how the twin flame process works, because twin flames are not normal people, okay? They came here to change the grids. They're not normal people. So the divine feminine has to first clear up the karma, and only then the sacred masculine energy grounds inside her. Okay, before that she is not allowed to ground, because that would be grounding in the karmic matrix. Okay, then I would be creating karma with the masculine energy. So my whole process is to clear up the karma for me, my twin also, and the collective. So how can I ground in a karmic masculine pattern? I cannot. Okay, these things are very difficult to understand for people without who don't have a activated third eye, who just take information from here, there, and copy and paste. Okay, because you're not coming from a place of authentic experience, so you cannot state things confidently. I even met a so-called healer who was telling me that my information was wrong, who was actually trying to weaken me on my path. Okay, and these are what? These are just control issues emerging out of the fear of the feminine energy, right? Because this person had issues with the suppression of the feminine energy, and he was trying to do that with the external feminine as well. Deep fears come up, deep fears come up, and we shouldn't be judging so much, but we should be understanding the process, and we should be taking the necessary steps to work with these two energies. Okay, so at the end of the day, we want to get the collective consciousness to a healthy place, to a liberated place, free from all these seals and mind control programs that are operating at the collective unconscious level. And we can only clear up these programs via activating the light body. Especially very important information for twin flames, star seeds, and those who are into the kundalini and chakra awakening process. So friends, if you like this video, feel free to donate. Okay, even a small amount like 500, 700 would go a long way in helping me at this time. Okay, because there should be a balanced energetic exchange. This information doesn't come from the bookstore outside. I have to spend a lot of time, a lot of process. I have to tune my energies to a certain level in order to achieve this understanding. Okay, so with these friends, I'm going to end my video, and I will see you again next time. Bye for now.